college football, Merlin Olsen Field at Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the San Jose State Spartans and the Utah State Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm to see how it impacts the passing game here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. And the Spartans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Ready to fire from the pistol. It'll be a draw. Found a little space, and he's got forward to the 35.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Trying to squeak through the pile. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
Coming up, fourth down.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The handoff. Shakes off the defender. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Guys, let's think for just a moment about San Jose State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Thomas back to pass. Looking down the middle. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Trying the left side. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Look out! Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
3rd and long coming up. Now they'll run the draw. Drag down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans offense ready to go to work. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. They go to the wide receiver screen. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Floats it out in space. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
You're trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Motion from the wide out. From the gun, it's Clay. Powers through the defender. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Utah State 3, San Jose State 0.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Turns up, it's Clay. Inside the 40. Gets away from one, finds room. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartan.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Handoff to the single back. It's a fumble. And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Second and long here. Right side, it's Nakua. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Aggies in the hurry up. Churns into the pile. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And so far early in this game, and you got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality and then stopping the run. You could tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
Thomas looking to fire. Throwing right. Nearly intercepted.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on third down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick six.
Looking for room. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. See some running room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking for running room. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. On the option. Keeps it himself. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Spartans will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Sells the run, looking to pass. Still looking to his right. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab on the big throw. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Thomas back to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
They'll run the screen. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. First play of the drive comes from the 22. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Keeps it on the ground. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Drops back on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
All right, now, if you're the quarterback, you got to know in this game, you better be ready every snap. You better know where the pressure's coming from because this defense is going to bring it from all over the place.
And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, going to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Fires it incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Defense not showing press coverage. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
That's why as a defense it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
Hunt is on its way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Thomas looking to fire. Rushes on. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And back to the air on second down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start our coverage with Auburn in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Tigers, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
San Jose State's offense takes over and heads onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see growth, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll throw on third and short. Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Hand it to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And you're seeing on this drive, and a big part of the reason why they've got the lead. Like, they've been so good on these 3rd downs. Another 3rd down conversion where they dial up the right play at the right time to move the sticks.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Just going to keep it after the snap. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Quick handoff. Can't get him to the ground.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Thomas back to pass. He's got him this time. Still running at the 40. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Utah State. That one will give them the lead. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the gun. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The corners are walked up tight. Second down to the air. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Pulls it. Now the toss. Still on his feet at the 40. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Powers through. Touchdown, Sparty. They move on top here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
Utah State, 10.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Utah State up-tempo. They'll run it. Fighting off the defender. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
This Utah State offense has it going.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Thomas looking to fire. Takes the easy one to the back. If you consider the swing pass an extension of the running game, well, they shut down the run and the swing on that one.
No doubt. Locked them down. Great job seeing it right away. Eyes on the running back, and as soon as they threw it, multiple guys breaking on the football, getting to him, not letting him do any damage after the catch.
Makes the catch. It's Nakua. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. They just keep firing. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way.
Snags it, and he's open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And they draw to within 3 here in the 4th quarter.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. All over him immediately. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty, just a mistake that you can't have happen at this point of the game and this part of the field. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. They stop him in the end zone. Not only a safety, but they take the lead.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Gonna field this one in tight quarters.
Brings it out to the 48, and your Utah State Aggies will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Rush right in his face. Buried before he could blink. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Now the Spartans calling their 3rd and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Looking for space, it's White. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Punt is in the air. And they'll just down it right there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Corners are going to bail. Wants to throw on first. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. These corners backing off a bit. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's out of bounds, and the interception will seal it, and they'll go home with a victory. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.